I sold a huge amount of Bitcoin, and the actual reason why I sold my Bitcoin might surprise you. Look, I still think that the charts are looking quite bearish. The funding rates are still very high. Of course, we have been using the funding rates to predict the exact Bitcoin top, so we need to be talking about the imminent short term for Bitcoin. But the actual reason why I am right now selling my Bitcoin might surprise you. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss this out. And guys, can we once again smash up that like button above the 50 likes? That would be amazing. And first of all, as always, before going in towards the exact reason why I'm right now selling a huge part of my Bitcoin, before that, let's right now have a look in towards the imminent short term. And what we can see over here is that clearly we are creating some kind of consolidation pattern. This is usually what we tend to do after such a huge move. Of course, yesterday I was talking about the fact how probably we are going to be filling our liquidity wick towards the downside, and we exactly did do so. But right now we are kind of struggling to get back above previous support, which is right now definitely flipping in towards resistance, as you can see over here. And because of that, we might be creating a new consolidation range, which is literally exactly what we want. Because right now, if we're going to be confirming this consolidation pattern, and if we are going to be getting a breakdown or break towards the upside, well, that is going to be indicating us the next Bitcoin move. It is going to be very simple. If we are going to be confirming this consolidation pattern, well, then if we are going to be getting a breakout towards the upside, I do think we are going to be filling our CME gap above us. But if we are going to be confirming a breakdown, and first of all confirming this consolidation pattern, and if we are going to be getting a breakdown, well, then we are going to be filling that CME gap on that lower side and potentially find some support at this level, at the 39.5k level. And I will be explaining exactly why I do think it is probably going to be more likely that we are going to be seeing some more downside. But before that, literally for the people that are following me for a longer time already, they of course know that I flipped exactly bullish at this exact bottom right here, and I flipped a little bit more cautious, a little bit more bearish at this exact top. Why? Because the funding rates at that time were very high, and every time this happened, Bitcoin usually had a minus 20% decrease. At the same time, of course, we are seeing that we have been closing 8 weekly candles in a row in the green, and last time this actually happened, we right after that had a 40% correction towards the downside. So yeah, of course it was to be expected that we were gonna see some kind of a cool down and some kind of a rejection eventually here. So yeah, because of this Bitcoin bearish divergence, we actually became bearish at the exact Bitcoin top. But before going in towards that exact reason why I sold a lot of my Bitcoin, and also what my exact game plan will be, well, if you are as well going to be interested in trading the imminent short term, make sure to go ahead towards that link in the description, because you can right now claim a free $1,000 trade on Bybit, and also on top of that, you can also claim a free $40,000 deposit bonus. So make sure to go ahead towards that link in the description and claim your free trade. So yeah, for me, for my game plan, it is actually going to be very simple. Yes, if we are going to be breaking back above resistance, well, that would of course be very bullish for the Bitcoin price. But eventually, what I want to be seeing is the funding rates getting reset, because literally every single time the funding rates were in this high of a territory, like shown in this screenshot, well, all of the time right after, we saw funding rates getting back into towards the negative territory, and whenever we dipped in towards that negative territory, well, that was a good buying opportunity. So it is going to be very simple for me. I still think we can be headed a little bit lower as long as these funding rates are actually still positive. Whenever these funding rates are still positive, that of course means that the majority of the market is right now in long positions, and of course usually majority is wrong in the market, except for when we are in this huge bull run. That is of course when we can be completely ignoring these funding rates, but in my opinion, well, we have not had our Bitcoin halving yet, so yes, we are not still in our parabolic bull run, so I do still expect that we are going to be dipping down into what's negative funding rate territory. Now, of course, yes, I am very well aware that we are going to be getting our ETF beginning next year, and that is going to be increasing the Bitcoin price by a significant amount. But of course, do keep in mind that I think it is going to be getting accepted beginning January, and that is going to be over here where we are going to be creating our build up and some kind of bump towards that 48k target, in my opinion. And in between that time, we still do have a lot of time where we can still be consolidating and do whatever before actually creating that pump. And that is exactly going to be my point, because I'm still going to be waiting until the funding rates will be spiking negative, and that can either happen with consolidation or a little bit of a dump. I do not really expect we are going to be seeing that minus 40% decline, because of course we had this 8 weekly candles in the green. But guys, here is the exact point of this video. Whenever we are going to be getting this consolidation, maybe even a little bit more dump towards the downside, but eventually that consolidation until our ETF acceptance, well, once Bitcoin will cool off, that is when money will flow into Ethereum and altcoins. This is what I've been saying for the past couple of days to even the past couple of weeks, and that is why I'm right now selling some more Bitcoin, actually a huge part for altcoins, because I do think here the Bitcoin dominance is going to be decreasing a little bit further, and then we are going to be getting our Bitcoin spot ETF. Then of course we are going to be seeing a huge increase in Bitcoin dominance, but then we are going to be seeing a mini altcoin season, just like we have seen over here. We have also seen a huge mini altcoin season, and right after that, of course, we are going to be getting our Bitcoin halving, where also, again, the Bitcoin dominance, I think, will be spiking a little bit towards that upside, going to be reaching that 57% mark, which is going to be our ultimate target for the Bitcoin dominance. Then, in my opinion, we are going to be seeing the huge altcoin season. Now, I am already kind of scaling in towards altcoins right now, because I do think we are going to be seeing a little bit more of a further decrease in Bitcoin dominance, and this is, of course, very good for the altcoins. Eventually, we will be seeing some kind of a mini altcoin season, so I'd rather actually be invested a little bit more in towards altcoins. That is why I'm selling currently a little bit more of my Bitcoin holdings in towards altcoins. And for the altcoins that I am currently buying, of course, I have been talking about my exact portfolio right here. I have already uploaded a altcoin video on my channel, but right here I've also tweeted out a very important tweet today, because I missed out on Solana at $2. Right here in the previous cycle, it was all the way down below right here, but I missed it out because I already thought that Solana pumped by so much. So I was already thinking that I missed the boat. This exactly also happened with Matic, Polygon, and also with BNB. I missed out on the chance of buying these altcoins for so cheap. Literally the opportunity was right in front of me for so many times, but because I didn't like to chase pumps, I didn't buy these altcoins. Right now we are having the same exact thing happening. Of course, all of these altcoins have already pumped by a pretty significant amount, but in my opinion, these all still have a lot more opportunity. So whenever we are going to be seeing these altcoins dipping, I will make sure I am going to be buying a lot of these altcoins. Winners keep winning in a bull market. Also, we can be seeing the AI narrative is winning too in this cycle, and these are the altcoins I am buying right now because of the AI narrative. So yeah, that is already a little bit more about what altcoins I am currently buying, but I will make sure I'm going to be uploading a dedicated video about the exact altcoins I am right now buying with further more information. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to also follow me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. Make sure to go ahead towards Bybit to claim your free airdrop position. And guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.